question is, would you ever do drag? If so, what would your drag name be?
Of course. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Especially.
You know what?
The queen.
I love it.
I just feel like a name is super hard to think
I
of.
know a name for you.
What?
Anxiety.
I hate you.
Anxiety. And for you, what would be a name for Diana?
Dirty Diana.
Oh yeah, that's
Dirty
perfect.
Diana.
Dirty Diana.
Dirty
is
D.
Dirty
Dirty
D.
D's.
Yeah.
Dirty
Dirty
D's.
Dirty
Yes. Maria, you're probably gonna be the hardest because you gotta be extra.
Yeah, well, you know that the name in my heart right now is Urethra Franklin. That's the name in my heart right now.
And where did that inspiration come from?
You know, funny story.
Oh Lord.
I was talking to Rafi, one of my good, beautiful friends, and he asked me what my street worker's name is. Like, you know, like if I was a street worker,
Yeah.
which I am, and what my street name is. And that was just the name that was in my little heart.
Urethra.
Urethra Franklin.
Hey
Yes.
girl, let that urethra sing.
Yeah. But and then I had another one. Oh, like haute couture, but like haute couture, but like spelled Heaus.
Yes, French.
But you know,
women.
it's like more like ooh.
I mean, you can have
Oh,
multiple
wait.
names.
But like you could be like something inspired by your favorite drag queen, Miss Cracker.
right.
Very fitting for the
Right.
situation going on right now.
Yeah,
That's
you
her.
could be
Her
like,
name bothers me. I don't like it.
you love it. That's
I
her
don't
favorite
like it.
queen.
I don't
She's
like
such
it.
a liar. She
don't
loves
like
her.
Don't believe Maria.
Can't.
Can't.
Yes. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, I love my
That was a
queens.
good question.
Thank you.
That was
And
a
that
good
was
one.
from that wasn't an anonymous one. That was from Instagram, okay? At that Montoya kid, which he is so beautiful. His
Aw.
drag is just
Yes.
amazing. I literally stalk him all the time. So thanks for your question, boo. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
Oh,
If your present bad bitch could say something to your younger bad bitch self, what advice would you give her, or what would you say to her?
Good question.
Present to past.
come back.
Come back, baby, come back.
I know what I would say a lot of things
What would you say
to my baby bad bitch. I'd be like, baby bad bitch, sit down with me right now. Come here, we got a lot to talk about. Baby bad bitch. Love is very confusing.
Oh,
It can make you very blind, and it can make you put up with things that you should not put up with. And it can make you feel like sometimes people that you love make you feel like you're not really worth it just because they want to keep you around and take advantage of you, you know? So don't let somebody that you love make you feel like you're ugly or like you're not worth time or like you're never gonna find anybody again. That's not true. You'll be fine.
Wow.
You'll turn out to be fabulous and amazing.
Triggered.
What a snoozer.
What? I was already a hoe back then, so I can't tell her to go jump on a thing.
She's already going to do that.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not worried about that. She's
Oh
gonna have
my
a good
gosh.
time.
I have no idea what I could say though.
Oh, but I'm a snoozer though. Okay,
People
so
talk
what
to
would
me.
you?
All right. What would my present bad bitch say to old bad bitch? Girl. Oh no.
Oh, but I'm a snoozer though. Girl.
You think it's the Just wait.
Girl.
Just wait. TBA.
What does that stand for?
To be announced.
Oh. What about you, Diana?
So come back.
Come back.
She lost. Nana's lost. We must find her.
Come
back.
Finding Nana.
Starring.
Can't.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, next question. What's the longest amount of time a guy has repeatedly DM'd you? Example, random dude has been DMing you since college and says Merry Christmas every year for the last 8 years and you have not responded. Well, okay, so the question is, what's the longest amount of time a guy has repeatedly DM'd you? A long time. Guys are super persistent. You guys don't give up. You just don't.
I think I have one in my inbox that is probably 3 years. I think
Ooh.
3 years.
3 years.
That's a long time.
It
That's
could
a
be
commitment.
longer. I can probably pull it up on my phone. You know.
Jeez.
Do it.
We'll see. Let's see how long it was. And
That's
I
a
really haven't
long
said
time.
anything. And he'll read it and he'll wave.
I just remembered what.
I don't think I have any because I'm a weirdo and I'm like, if you're not my friend, I probably don't. There's no way to contact me because I don't get on Facebook.
Do you guys remember that guy? That guy.
The cafeteria.
Oh,
Oh my
jeez.
gosh. No. Sending you poems.
How long? How
He-
long? Drop that number.
Dude. Oh, damn. It was literally over a year. It was like over
Yeah.
3 years, no?
Yeah.
Over 3 years. He would first, I had to block him on my phone. And then he kept messaging me on Facebook, but it was too funny, so I couldn't block him because I would never answer him.
Yeah.
But he would send me stuff like, oh, why are we standing in the dark when we could just be in the light?
Whoa.
And he sent me poems, and he sent me, but not poems that he wrote himself, so you can think about like
How stupid they were.
they were. So honestly, I didn't block him for pure entertainment. I know that's bad, but it was just funny to read them. And
I
then
mean, if he wants to keep on going.
yeah, and then the worst part is that he kept going, even though I answered him like after like 10 messages, I would answer him with a meme. Like, you know, the bruh meme, that's the guy that's like, bruh. Bruh.
What did he say?
No, he'd be like,
Keep going.
LOL, and then keep going.
No, psycho.
So bad.
Yeah.
So
Block.
bad. So funny. Yeah.
What about you? Oh wait.
Oh, wait.
3
You
years.
are-
Oh, you
yeah.
pulled it up.
Oh,
Did
you
pull
pulled
it
it
up.
up?
Yeah, it was actually 3 years.
Oh,
2016.
shit.
No responses. He says something. Hey, love. Hey, this. Oh, mind you, he has a girlfriend. A whole girlfriend.
Always.
Long
They
term.
always have
Long
girlfriends.
term. I think they were dating for like 6 years or something like that.
Whoa. But you've never responded.
No. No,
Wow.
those 3 years. No. And he'll see that I read it, and then he'll wave, and then he'll see me in a still face after a month, and then he'll wave again.
Is this on
Yeah.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Lord.
It's always the ones on Facebook.
Yeah, that's why I just don't get on there anymore.
So you haven't had somebody?
I feel like maybe a few years ago, but I can't think off the top of my head how long. So I'd be like, all right, bro, I would just unfriend him. Like, you can't, I don't even get your messages. I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
So, next question is, why the fuck could I not send a DM on these posts? Okay, bye.
With your salty ass.
Salty Miss Cracker in the building. Because we needed you guys to send questions. You didn't have to. I mean, if you wanted
Don't
to
DM
me-
us.
If you want to DM me, you can DM me. But you know my page, so. Or just wanna
However,
talk
if your
something.
question gets lost in her DMs,
Ooh,
We can't.
Lost in the sauce.
whoops.
Yeah.
So we can keep track of it better if you just submit the questions.
Stop being a hard ass.
The pizza's here.
BRB?
All right, next question. If you met a fine ass man/woman And
Ooh,
you find
a
This
man
sounds
slash
kind of
woman.
interesting.
Yes. A man
Into
slash
it.
woman.
Into it.
Hashtag into
Oh,
it.
yeah.
and you find out 2 minutes into talking that they just dumb as hell.
Oh.
What do you do next?
I don't think a man slash woman would be dumb as hell because a man slash woman is part
Exactly.
woman. So
And they're all smart.
exactly.
But,
A man, that shit is so common. Oh my god. It
Yeah.
happens all the time.
I'm just
I
going
mean,
ghost.
right, you go ghost.
Go ghost.
If that's an option.
Like, oh my god,
What do you
it's so
mean
bad.
That's an
If it's face to face,
Oh,
we're just
Oh.
gonna disappear.
Ooh, gas her.
No, you gotta keep a few smoke bombs.
I dream a genie.
You gotta keep a few smoke bombs in your pockets.
Right.
And then,
And it just surrounded
Like those little clips of the kids throwing the blankets.
me. Fumbles.
trips and falls. It's fine. You don't see me.
I can't. Yeah, but finding out somebody's dumb face to face, it's like I can't control.
Oh my god, that
This-
happened to me in Miami.
Yeah, I
Oh
can't.
God. Do tell us.
No, the guy, like, I had lunch with him, and as I was having, like, it's one thing when you meet somebody on the fly, and it's like, oh, he's so cute, and you don't really have, like, an in-depth conversation. But once you're, like, having lunch with them, and
Yeah.
you're talking to them,
You're
and
like,
you're like, bro,
Mm.
you're so cute, but
Turn
do
Yeah.
you really think like
Turn
that?
off.
Like,
Turn off. Dries up.
I don't
Turn
even
off.
remember what like he
Turn
was saying. It was something like about like the role of women, maybe, or something like that.
already starting
Something
off bad.
very, very like gender specific
much.
and gender roles and,
Yeah,
and all of
too
that
much.
stuff. And y'all know I'm not that person. I just sat there and I was like,
Oh, okay.
this is okay. So
But I think overall, going ghost is how you treat like someone. Like if you're just, let's say you're doing like a Tinder-esque type of socializing, DMing,
Twitter.
just gotta go bye-bye because no.
yeah, going ghost is the best way
Right.
to go.
They
The
can't
best.
force you to answer
No.
DMs.
They will find you on every social
I feel like
media.
they're definitely dumber.
Oh,
in the
like that guy
DMs.
that found you on LinkedIn?
though. Oh,
LinkedIn?
LinkedIn.
Keep it
God,
professional.
no, quote that line because that was classic.
it was something like, I know that this is LinkedIn. What did he say? I know that this is LinkedIn and I don't want to be unprofessional, but
As he continues to be unprofessional.
yeah, but follows up with
Right.
the unprofessional line. I know this is LinkedIn and I don't want to be unprofessional, but you're just so beautiful and whatever. Either I'd like to take you out or something like that.
On LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, bro. Link.
We've seen it all.
He was trying to link in, all right. Okay.
Sausage link it.
No, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Lord.
So, how do you deal with the homophobic boyfriend, spouse, etc., or whatever your person may be called?
I mean, it's kind of like one of those red flags that you want to pick up at the beginning.
Yeah.
Especially if you have family members that are that, you know, you're all for it. Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
friends,
like-
or anybody, or
Yeah.
people in general in the world.
Right. But it does, like, if someone's your spouse or your boyfriend and, like, it's something that you're recognizing while you're in the relationship, I don't know. It's a little-
It's either a deal breaker or it's not, or you gotta
Right.
deal with it. But for long term, you would hopefully
yeah, I feel like if somebody's your
said
spouse or your boyfriend, you just gotta educate it and try to figure out because, I don't know, I feel like it's something you just find out in the beginning. Like, it's
I've
not
had a boyfriend that was jealous of my gay friends.
jealous
You
of them.
remember?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was jealous of my gay friends. And my gay friends all have beautiful lives and they all live in different places. And so when they would come into town to visit, he would just get so upset because he was spending the night at my house. My gay friend, who number one is my friend and number two is gay.
And is scared of vagina.
Yeah, like terrified of vagina. Like
Yes.
he thinks that vaginas are like those fishes that have like
What is the Venus fly?
yeah, the fly traps. Yeah.
Technically.
But at the end of the day, that rings to his insecurities.
Right.
And obviously that relationship didn't work
I don't
out.
think I've ever had to deal with that though.
Yeah.
To
How
answer
did I
it.
deal with that? I told him fuck off. If
Right.
you don't,
Yeah.
either you're with me or you're not. You know my stances. You know that I love my gays. I love everybody equally. I don't think that there should be a division. And if you don't like that, you can fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
That's weird to be jealous.
Yeah, he insecure. That's all it was. As women, do you give men a pass on homophobia because, well, boys will be boys? Fuck no.
No. Never.
I feel like at this point, like when I was younger, I'd be like, I really wouldn't know. But now, like, no, it just can't.
Yeah.
It's not okay. Gotta call
At
you
all.
out the moment I hear that shit.
And then it's like you think about it, you're going to be in a relationship with somebody that's homophobic. What happens when you have children? Do you want your children to grow up with those beliefs?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if that child of yours grows up?
They don't
to be-
care. They don't
Sure.
care. That's why you can't date people like that.
Exactly. So, exactly.
Oh, it's so bad. 'Cause there's so many.
So
I'm
no passes,
seriously
right?
just,
No passes.
No passes?
None at all.
No.
No passes.
God,
Okay.
2018,
How do you-
bro? Sorry.
Hashtag, okay? No.
2018.
How do you confront a man that you're dating that shows homophobic tendencies? So specifically, how would you confront him, or how do you confront him?
Guess when it's said, you just kind of be like, what? You
Have
know?
to sit down and talk about something that was bothering you and point it out like, hey, bro.
Right.
Don't be such a fucking bro, bro.
Bro, dude, like, that wasn't cool.
Bro, don't be a bro.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the only time to kind of address it is when it was whatever was said. Just be like, wait, run that back. Like,
Right.
what was that?
Or if you're in a public setting and you don't want to say anything in front of other people, you can always talk to your partner afterwards,
I'm not
etc.,
good at that.
etc. I'm not either. I like to be on the spot.
Pop off my.
Pop off
That
Polly's over
is the
here.
responsible thing to do.
Pop off.
Lord.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
no.
too passive when I forget things. That's why I gotta just like on the
Address
spot.
it
'Cause
at-
even if
on-
it's small, it needs to be addressed because there's underlying things with that, and it's just no way, no.
And you know, men really sometimes we're so conditioned as a society to say things that are homophobic, and people might not even realize that are
Mhm.
homophobic because they may not have that many gay friends, or they may not have that many encounters with gay people on a daily basis, you know? So whereas I talk to my gay friends every day, a straight man may not see a gay guy until he's at my house and all my friends are over, you know?
Mhm.
So he might not know that something is offensive when he's saying it. He may
Right.
think that it's normal. And
that happens a lot
Yeah.
too. And
Yeah,
that usually
so-
is easier to go over with. It's just like, no, that's offensive.
right. And another thing is, okay, so let's see. So the second part is, if your man is coming across as homophobic, even if he isn't, would you approach him and say, hey, perception matters? Or do you question the reality of an already marginalized group?
Wait, first of all, this is part 2.
Yeah. So basically, you know, in this point,
Okay.
you know for sure,
That he's
or you
homophobic.
know that he's not
He's not.
homophobic.
Oh, not homophobic.
He
You
just
know that
made
your
it.
boyfriend or spouse or whoever is not homophobic. You've been with
Gotcha.
this guy for a while. You know he has no problem with gay people. You know that he doesn't really he's interacted well with your gay friends. Or, you know, maybe he's done, like in this instance says, maybe he's done things that come across as homophobic, but he just doesn't realize it. Like we
Yeah.
were just saying, how would you handle that?
Wait, so read the question again. I'm sorry.
If your man is coming across as homophobic, even if he isn't, would you approach him and say, hey, perception matters?
Yes.
Like,
That's the whole
Or-
offensive conversation. Like,
Yeah.
you have to understand your words and choose them carefully because you can hurt people.
right.
Yeah.
And I think the second part of this question is very important, which says, or do you question the reality of an already marginalized group?
No.
You
I know.
you don't, but sometimes guys, straight guys specifically, when confronted with something that when realizing that they may be sounding homophobic and they're truly not homophobic, they may get a little bit defensive.
Always.
And they may say things that minimize the experience of gay people as a marginalized community, you know, that they may not realize. They minimize what they're saying, you know, and the impact of what they're saying. And so you have to also address that, like, hey, they're like, oh, no, it's cool, blah, blah, blah. He knows me or something. Or
Yeah.
it's all right. It's not that big of
It's
a
like
deal. It's
bringing up
just
your one
words.
black friend. Doesn't count.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
exactly. Like I
I'm not
have gay
racist.
friends.
Yeah.
I know this gay guy.
I don't mind gay people.
The gay guy 2 desks away from me at work is gay.
Right.
So I mean I'm cool with that. Like I'm not gay. I
Okay.
talk to the gay bartender sometimes. Or you know, I have a conversation with my gay Uber driver that one day in 2016.
I'm totally not homophobic.
I'm not homophobic. Yeah, you can't minimize that, and you can't. Yeah.
Nope.
So.
Not good.
No.
Gotta.
Not
So
at all.
yeah. So if you guys have girlfriends, they're more than likely have gay friends. So just be nice to them. The way to a girl's heart is through their gays and through
Right.
food. Hello? I mean, I would never date anybody that's not nice to my gays. I mean, come on now. Be smart. Like Chris Crocker said, bring the gay a hand basket. A fruit basket, I mean.
Amen.
Bring them a fruit basket. Be nice to them overall. Give them a handshake. Hey, nice to meet you. Look them in the eye and have a normal conversation with them, and that's it. And then I'll be in the corner like, oh my God, he's so not homophobic. Yes, he's so gonna get it tonight. That worked with them. With, you know, never mind. Just gonna, okay. I was just gonna give examples, but never mind. I'm gonna just leave it alone.
Oh, and I'm not trying to be funny.
You got the next one.
Skip.
We don't skip.
All right, a question for my 2 lovely friends here. Do you remember the first time you popped that pussy? Pop that pussy. Pop, pop.
Pop that pussy.
Yeah.
I remember too.
I think everybody just remembers the first time they popped their fucking pussy.
Well,
Next.
how exactly do you pop a pussy?
Where did that? Do you take it
Where
out?
did that phrase come from? Have you ever thought about that? Like, where did somebody like all of a sudden like, hey, she popped her pussy. We're gonna call that pussy popping.
That
Pussy
is such an
popping.
interesting question.
You know,
Where
when you
did that
twerk
come
or you can like pop your back.
I guess
Like,
they think because you're pop your back.
Damn,
you
that's
the
a
same
deep
motion.
ass- That's a
So-
deep ass question though, because maybe I know I didn't pop my pussy the first time that I had sex.
I don't know if I've ever popped my pussy.
Girl, you know you popped that pussy.
What do you mean
You
by
know you popped that pussy. You popped.
How am I
It
popping?
popped out a socket.
Or you mean just open my legs? Or are you talking about pop?
No, you popped that shit.
starfish?
Pop
Nut.
She's popped that pussy. Okay, you see her? Have you seen her butt?
Pussy
Go
be
stalk her
poppin'.
Instagram. Okay,
Oh.
you know she popped that pussy. Okay.
No, I would never.
At Nana Stroya. Okay, go look. Trying to act like she don't know what pussy popping is, girl. Girl,
Kid.
Oh,
you
she
have
kid.
a whole
Oh, I
child.
Pussy's been popped. Certified.
Certified. That's what that is. You know how Instagram has the verified checks? Children are
Yeah.
verified
Pussy
checks
popper.
for pussy poppers. Okay, if she has
the
a child,
applicant.
she's if she has a child, she's a verified pussy popper. Okay, She's a verified pussy popper. I'm a verified pussy popper.
Who said? Who
Okay, English is my second language. You guys are being very discriminatory right now.
Me too.
That's why you're not a verified pussy popper.
And I'm not upset about it.
But I can tell y'all.
Big one.
Oh, you did.
Damn, you got double checked?
I do. I have a double check because I got a new Ale.
Damn.
My
Does that make
canine
me-
child. And damn, bitch.
Damn.
You got you got how many
No,
children?
she's had a
Ain't
few
mine.
disappear. She's irresponsible.
No, they weren't happy.
Her canine children weren't happy at her home, so they ran
They said,
away.
Just one.
Shut up,
Just
There were
one.
some Caucasians down the street. It's okay.
I wish they were.
Oh.
Hopefully not the ones with the
Trigger.
Confederate flag on the
Oh God, no!
front yard.
Oh my
Maybe.
goodness.
Maybe.
Your dogs have a MAGA hat on.
Little dog ears sticking out.
Hashtag Kanye while we're at it.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Your dog is tweeting like Kanye right now. Parents mean nothing.
Right.
Food doesn't exist. Food is a choice.
Food is a
You don't get hungry, the body gets hungry.
leash. Your dog putting a leash on you is a choice. I mean, your owner putting a leash on you is a choice. This is their paws typing on a phone.
Pussy.
Pop that
Your
pussy,
pussy.
pussy, pop. Your pussy, pop, pop that pussy, pussy. Thank you for watching.
Thanks,
Like
you
and
guys.
subscribe.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, well. Hey.
Singer.
Make sure we're all good, you know. I fiddle with my shirt too much. You just record.
Sorry.
You okay? Sing it.
Sing it.
Sing it so that we can have a
Help is
here.
help is here. Help is here.
Mm.
Your little thought.
Help is here. Help is here.
Your little thought.
Help is here.
Help is here. Your little thought.
It wasn't me.
Yes.